Good morning, good morning. Let's see, it's not sharing correctly. Non-financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very high risk. Thank you, good Lord, for a new day to trade. So I think I have it pulled up now. So, all right, it's a slow pre-market. It's going to be a slow pre-market. It's just, I mean, it's off to a very brutal start. VIR, this one I'm not interested in. $1 billion company. But there's not much to watch right now. AMD. Wow. Earnings. I wonder what was said during earnings. Or was theirs today? I don't know. I don't keep track of that. Meta something with them? Oh, okay. No, just news. Okay. That's some solid news. So, like I was saying, not really interested in VIR. I'm getting my top gainers pulled up now because not seeing anything. AMDL is what? The 2x long? Let's see if this is better. And I'm kind of whispering. LRMR. We're getting a little pop here. It's headed towards the 200. I'm about to take a stab. It's a little bit bigger market cap, but not too big. 240. I haven't taken one yet because it never did get. I was wanting to get a little bit closer to the 200. So in the meantime, I'll see what news came out. FDA breakthrough therapy. So I mean, it's good news, but I didn't get an entry because I don't want to take a stab here. I wanted it closer to the 335, 340, 350 range, and I didn't get it. So since it's FDA breakthrough news, I don't want to chase. I wanted it closer to the 200. So let's watch and see what happens. But 240 million market cap, a little bit higher than I prefer. Let me know if you're still having trouble hearing me. But yeah, this one, I might end up just passing on it, honestly. It doesn't even look like it's, I mean, moving that much. It's FDA breakthrough therapy. I'll probably play it only if it gets up in this 340, 350 range. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. I like these early pops like this, but 250 market cap and FDA breakthrough. All right, if we push a little higher, I'll get a stab. Well, sorry guys, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to get the door, but I'm in LR MR now, so got a little position on it. I don't love it though, guys. I'm small, don't love it. I think the news is decent, but it's approaching the 200 now, so took me a little stab, but again, a little high on the market cap. There he goes. So just made another strong move here. So I'm slowly scaling into this one. It's 92% institutional ownership. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. Thesis still stays though, small and slowly scaling in. So see if we get a retrace back to VWAP here. But just want to emphasize there's a lot of things I don't like about this one too. So small size. FULC. That had some nasty candles. Ooh, back, okay, in the money now. Definitely gonna trim some size. Cool.
FULC, approaching a key resistance level.
But yeah, like I was saying, don't love this play. Just I'm gonna stay in position a little with some size and see if it wants to give back more. But again, it's in a hot market. I wouldn't even mess with this one. Okay, just added back there at 359. And if it keeps pushing, making new highs, I might just, well, I'll probably keep scaling into it until it can prove it can break past the 200. Well, it's getting ready to, look like it was getting ready to give back some, but until it can prove it can break and hold over the 200 EMA, the blue dotted line, I'll probably just stay in it. But like I said, decent news. Nice little flush again. Trim those shares I just added. And back to my original ones I was holding. got to the 330s, then it kind of popped back up. So see if it gets a full blown crack or not. But I just have a few runners, so nothing too exciting. Man, we are ready. Well, I shouldn't say we, but a lot of us are ready for things to heat up. SHLS. Man, everything's diving. I don't know if that was earnings or what, but yeah, no, this is so crazy because this is this is the right time for it to be slow because it was this last 2 years. I remember February being slow, but again, it's just like the level of slowness is like pretty crazy. So curious to know what March brings. Last couple Marches have been hot. But it's been so long since we had like a lot of pre-market action. And I kind of have my theories with this too. But I don't really know why it's so slow. And I think it goes back to the free capital that's circulating around too. I don't know. I just feel like money is not in small cap or especially pre-market small caps right now. LRMR. Did we look at that one? Oh, that's the one I'm in. Never mind. LRMR. So still in this one, like I said, small. I'm kind of just scalping it when it makes strong moves up, and then whenever it comes back to VWAP, just close. But again, low conviction play for sure. Just made a put. Oops. So I stopped out of my runners there. I don't know if I really meant to set it up that way, but all good. Might add them back. But again, I'm playing small, guys. This is not that great of a setup. So I'm back in at small. And we'll probably just average up to like the 370s. And then if it starts holding past that, I'll probably just get out. But again, I'm playing a couple hundred shares, because this is not one I want to add size to. but it is around the 200s. It's a, y'all know how I feel about the 200s, it's a daily 200, so it's worth a shot. And again, like I said, it does have some red flags for sure, but in this current market we're in, with how big of a float that is and how slow it is, I just don't know how reliable this one is going to be with a strong push. So trying it, but in a hot market, yeah, I wouldn't touch this news. FDA breakthrough therapy designation. I mean, I still don't think it's like game changing news, but I've seen these make strong moves. AMDL is starting to flush. 86% institutional ownership. Yeah, I'm seeing 92. Like I said, it's slow. I can get away with shorting a lot of things lately, but I didn't see that till after I got in it, by the way. What was I looking at? Oh, AMDL. But yeah, 92% institutional ownership. AMDL, yeah, this is that 2x AMD. It did definitely give back, but I don't know how to short these. If we break a new high, I'm gonna probably set a stop at, let's see, 375, and then if it does that, I'm just, because again, don't love it, and it's big market cap, so I don't want it to grind on me too much. Five minutes till 7:30 news. Maybe we'll get another play. It's just funny because you look at this designation, the top line open label study data to support the BLA are expected in Q2 of 2026. Then a global phase 3 will be underway at submission in Q2 of 2026, and a US launch is targeted for 2027. So best case scenario, they might see something out of this that changes the fundamentals of the company in 2027. So, and it's, again, still not highly convicted. I'm just saying the news is really not like game changing. But I'm gonna try to scalp it one more time. So see if it drops back down to VWAP. I'll probably, well, it's 7:30 in 2 minutes, so we'll see if we get some money rotation. But again, this isn't the money rotation kind of market. It's not enough moving, not enough liquidity. But we'll see what comes out in about 1 minute. I held since I have the trade the pool account, and I'm just trying things I've always wanted to do, but they've been too high risk with a real account. So I held ALUR overnight, and I'm holding it too. So this is the only two plays I'm in. You don't have to pay overnight borrow fees. That's one of the things that offset holding overnight for me, and obviously high risk in the morning they can pop, but thought that was interesting. But I'm not sure if this one's going to try to bounce on the fives here, or on the nines, or if it's going to try to just keep flushing. But I'm holding on to it. I had a 181. What did I have? A 180 entry. So I'm just holding this one in the background as well. I'm gonna be trying that with the trade the pool account. I've been doing it a little more than I used to, but again, with real capital, it's a little nerve-wracking. But I'm probably just going to do that on the down low, behind the scenes, till I can see some consistency. 7:30. SNGX. RADX had news, but I'm not hearing that scanner go off, so I assume they're not really moving. Nope. Nope. Remember this market we're in, guys, because when it heats up, you're gonna see just how just some of the most stupidest news will pump. And now there's like decent news that like gets no liquidity. So let's see if it stopped me out. Yeah, it stopped me out. So I'm out of this one. Pretty strong move there. See where it's going. Not sure, but at this point we're breaking past 200s, so I'm just going to leave it alone. There's nothing else to really steal attention from it. Lost 140 on that move. All good though. I wanted to try it. But yeah, I'm leaving it alone for now. you know, I typically like these excessive green candles, this push like this, but with nothing else really moving, like I like to get position after they make a strong move like this, but with everything, with nothing else moving, and this being a bigger float, and then the FDA news and the title, I'm just not going to force it. And the high institutional ownership, so it has quite a few red flags on it. But again, that's why I was saying trading it small. But I'm going to leave it alone for now. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I probably shouldn't even been in it, but again, I tell y'all before, I've I've had success not because of stock selection. I have success from managing positions. Probably can dial in my stock selection a little bit, and it's weird in this market we're currently in. It's very forgiving. You can kind of get away with not having the best stock selection, but when things heat up, yeah, a 90% institutional ownership, that's 250 market cap with FDA approval news is not the play you want to be in. But again, it's the only thing that's popping right now. So I try to catch a little move on it. And I did catch little scalps, but I'm probably net negative on it by a little bit. But good, I'm glad you avoided it. Because again, it's just crazy how the different market conditions. So when it heats up, we'll see like seven. So me and Colin was actually talking about it last night about how we remember even at like 7 o'clock there'll be 3 or 4 PRs. So you kind of, you know, that'll move tickers, and you got to kind of choose which one you want to be in. Where there's not a lot of selection now. So I need to practice patience a little bit more. We should probably talk about, because again, I've told y'all I didn't do initially very well when the market transitioned to being really hot last year, because I was again going back to stock selection. But I finally got it together once I realized waiting a little bit more for backside or the money rotation. So I'm looking forward to that market starting again. I think I'm ready this time. And it's funny because the circle group, that was before we were in Discord, people were killing it in that market. I was the one that was struggling for a little bit. But I know what I was doing wrong. Like I was saying, the blindly entering on excessive pops is what kind of got me. And then doing the research afterwards. And you get that way when you're in slow markets, and we see it every day, how there'll be a really quick pop, but it only lasts for like 5 seconds and then it goes away. So I try to get in them really quick, but when things heat up, you'll still see that, but the moves sustain a little bit better, so you don't have to be as quick, where I was getting in too quick and they were running against me. But again, I'm still learning as well, but made those notes from last year. And again, the reason the circle group was killing it, because there was just so many good plays every day. Now it's just far from that. I feel like it's like a dinosaur at this point, or like a unicorn. Like I'm talking about something that doesn't even exist anymore. It'll be back, but man, it seems like it's been forever since we had a. I'm mostly talking about pre-market, because even pre-market goes through phases too. Like intraday will get hot, after hours might get hot, but it's more just the fact that pre-market's been so slow. Get a little flush on LRMR. I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. I got this new little nerdy tool, some like productivity suite that I'm trying to build out, And I'm probably just going to be doing that in the background until I hear something. So if y'all have questions, let me know. But I mean, there ain't no point in staring at, I'm here and I'm watching, but I'm not just going to make pointless conversation. So if y'all see something, let me know. I'll do the same. So what'd you say, T-Mac? I've been finding some success in the first hour or so of market open lately, which I haven't typically traded, but pre-market's been so slow. Good, T-Mac. Yep, there's a ton of opportunity at market open. For sure. There's just a ton of opportunity to give capital back too. So the thing about market open is, as long as you have good discipline, when you realize the trade is going against you or the thesis has changed, the people I've seen struggle, including myself at times when I've struggled with it, is like, if the move doesn't play out like you want it to, don't keep averaging up hoping that it works out, because they can run all day. That's kind of why I like the later half of the day. But it sounds like you've gotten that figured out, so that's good. Because that's where I would used to mess up, is like, all right, let me just average up a little bit more. Let me average. And then now it's 3 p.m., 4 o'clock, and it didn't give back all day. So as long as you mastered that part, you'll do good, T-Mac. Because you got good, again, I don't know you like that, but it seems like you have pretty good stock selection, so that's very helpful. Appreciate it, Success Logic. Again, it's I don't know, it's just reps and doing it so much, you just get used to a system, but appreciate it. I'm just happy y'all still tune into these things. These live streams are brutal, and even I can tell I can look at the data afterwards. I was getting like 500 to 600 viewers when it was heating up a little bit. Now it's like 300 to 400. So I appreciate y'all that are still tuning in, because man, there's not much to look at, but we'll be ready when it's time. We'll be ready when it's time. And again, like, I'm not making this up. I had some of these OGs were making crazy, and some of y'all could vouch for it if y'all in the comment, were just making crazy days the last time it heated up. So I'm looking forward to that, breaking some personal records. The goal now is just not to do what I did with LRMR. Well, I played it very small though. I never got over 500 shares, but it's just don't force trades. Don't give your money back, because there'll be an opportunity to make a lot of money here, I think, soon.
Up 10%.
Again, I can't see the future, but historically, summer and spring, it does heat up. Fuse LC, whatever this is in this chart, I am not interested. Yeah, I've been liking it. Later intraday, I might as well go to the bank, withdraw money from my account, and light it on fire. Even our end of day phase, the last 2 sessions have been brutal. Like, this market's just weird. The market's been weird. Like, this is how, that RK9, that free little, what is it, the free little YouTube scanner? Did any of y'all see my comment in there? I know a few of y'all use it. So you're a short seller, yes. Stone me if you need. But I am a short seller. Yeah, Volvo. How is Trade the Pool? I'm thinking about signing up. I'm about to blast them if they don't respond to my email. They made me get it. How about this? I made myself. I need accountability. I made myself max loss yesterday, but they did not help. Yeah, or max daily loss, bro. What was it? GIPR. I want to talk through this one. They filled me, and again, Moon Market pumped this one after hours, so it kind of ruined my plan because here it is. This is how it should have played out, like how it played out today in pre-market. Anyways, Moon Market pumped it to his little group of tards at 509, and it stopped me out. But look, it only went up to 84 cents. Trade the Pool filled me at 89 cents. And again, I was heavy, so that's a good, what, 5 cents for like 10,000 more shares. So I sent him a message about that. So I personally, I like them. I think it's a very good alternative for people that don't have a lot of capital, or even for like me that want to use it for high risk plays, but they're gonna have to explain themselves on that one before I endorse them. Let's just say that. Yeah, that might be what doesn't work for me with Trade the Pool. But besides that, it's been going well. But that spread was excessive. I mean, if it would have made it to 89 cents, I would have, but like it wasn't even close to 89 cents. Like that's a crazy, crazy spread. But it's worked good for the halt plays, and that was the main reason I wanted it. And I've tried a few 4 a.m. plays, but the market's not hot enough to even make it worth it for me yet. But long story short, decent. But they're gonna have to explain for that fill. Because again, it's only 5 cents, but 84 to 89, that's over 5% spread. And this was a liquid stock too. It wasn't like it's a liquid stock, but again, my fault. But I definitely wasn't expecting a fill like that. Because I've traded size in the past. I'm used to slippage and stuff, but that was a little excessive. It was an after hours, so it was a stop limit. But I see what you're saying. I could have probably. Well, no. How do they do? I'll look into it. But yeah, that's how I usually use. But with Trade the Pool, I don't even know what it is. It just says stop, and then you got to select like overnight, so it does it after hours. But no, I always set them wide. Because that's the way I ensure I get out of them. But again, if the ticker, and how about this, in outside Trade the Pool world, you're not going to get that fill without the candle at least getting there. Just like, how are you going to fill me 5 cents higher like 6% higher than it ever even got. But again, maybe that's the downfall to trade the pool, is they get away with sketchy spreads and stuff. But again, that's why I'm doing it, guys. It's not to promise you they're the best. The whole reason I'm doing the trade the pool is so I can speak to it. I've used TradeZero. I like it. It works for me. I feel confident speaking to it. I want something like this for people that don't have a lot of capital that I can speak to and say, hey, you can still trade the Bear of Wall Street way, and if you don't have capital, you can use trade the pool. But again, I gotta use them a little bit more before I can vouch for them, because that's the whole reason I'm doing it. One, for my high risk plays. Two, so if somebody approaches me and says, I want to do what you're doing, but I don't have 25K, I can refer them to something, you know what I mean? And not just tell them, sorry, you're screwed. So I want it to work out, but again, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So if they start doing, if that's what they get away with insane spreads like that, then I'm gonna be a little more cautious about referring them. Yeah, you can always open an account with an offshore broker, but their fees, that's actually a good option. It would be that or offshore brokers. But the ones people that in our group have, like I hear about Ocean, people's going to try Ocean. It's better than TradeZero, the fee, and then they never use it. I got to follow up with Damas, are you on? Because I know that he said he was going to use Ocean one or something, but who was it, Steven? I don't, for you OGs, he used to live stream with me sometimes. He used Oceans, and bro, we would trade the same ticker, and his fees would be 3-4x what mine was by the end of the session. So it's just like I'm trying to find a good option where people that don't have a lot of capital. But you're right. So offshore brokers are always an option. No, I agree with you, Caden Fisher. If it would have hit 89, you wouldn't even hear me fussing. I'm like, all right, I got the bad feel, but all good, whatever. It was on me. I was too big in size, so that's me. That one's on me.
RMR, showing breakout pressure near high of day.
But I definitely thought it was going to play out a little bit different. Then Moon Market pumped it, and that's all she wrote. Good to know. Are you subscribed to news outlets? Where do you get info? Sorry, Jones 3545. I missed that. No, it's on my AskEdgar, and you can see I ignore it but AskEdgar, I'm gonna start paying more attention to it. It's for, I mean, they have this on the free version as well. But when I get alerts on trade ideas, it tells me the insider and institutional ownership. It seems like I tend to ignore it, apparently. And AskEdgar shows it as well. And even my stock news feed, I think Stock Titan does. Let me see. No, I don't think it does. But 8 o'clock is almost here, guys. Let's see if we get some PRs. No money rotation plays are interesting. This one might flush if it gets some attention stolen from it, but highly unlikely with the size of float it is. LRMR is what I'm referring to. Yeah, Moon Market's on YouTube. I mean, I don't know. If you type in Moon Market, you should get some hits. He's on X too. his sequence is usually pump to his group, they get in it, then he posts it on X, then it pumps, and then sometimes he'll do a YouTube video and pump it some more. Y'all know I throw shade at Ross every now and then, just joking, but Ross is a good trader. But people like Moon Markets, they're clowns. They only make money by pumping things. So we're getting some tickers, getting some PRs. So let's see if we get some tickers moving. Yeah, and I don't like saying mean things about people, but I shouldn't even say that about Moon Market, but he's screwed me so many times with some of his pumps. And I know a lot of short sellers don't care for him. He'll probably get in trouble with the SEC before it's over with, but wish him the best. That's what Jesus would do, wish him the best. But he's got me a few times with his pumps where I'm already in it, then he posts it to his group, and then I stop out. Yeah, he's a pumper for hire too. Yeah, no, he's, again, trying to be nice, but not the biggest fan. Is anything moving? We didn't get anything moving with all this news? Gosh. This is a rough market. Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it, NG Eternal. The difference is I don't believe Ross pumps things on he doesn't pre-strategically plan. Like, I'm not gonna get into that conversation. If you don't think Ross can move a ticker, then we're just not gonna get we're just not gonna be able to see eye to eye. I've closed a ticker 2,000 or 3,000 shares and made it move 5 or 6 cents. You think somebody that's going in 6-figure positions not moving a ticker? Then I don't know what to tell you. You know, we're just not gonna be able to have an intelligent conversation together. But then you have a group of people that jump in after him too. But again, that doesn't mean he's not a good trader. That's an edge. You know, if I ever had a group of thousands of people following me and I said I'm setting a order at $8, and then 200, 300, 400 people set a short order at, you know, the same price, guess what? We're going to create a wall. So it's just, you know, the more army of people you have doing your direction. The problem with Ross is what a lot of people don't realize, they become exit liquidity because he's so quick. I tried his 14-day trial. I did it on the DL. So y'all wouldn't troll me just to see, because again, I don't like to say things without knowing the truth. And sometimes those comments were like, how did Ross do that? Like, he was in and out, and as soon as I bought it, it went down, you know what I mean? So that's the part that kind of rubs me the wrong way with Ross, but I think he has good intention. I don't think he intentionally pumps. I think he's a good trader. I think all of that. I just think there is a little bit of an edge, you know, with size and pre-market. You can move tickers, and then if people behind you get in it. But again, he's taught a lot of people, and I think he's left a positive impact on pre-market trading. I don't think like bad of him, but if you don't think he can move a ticker in pre-market, I don't know what to say. I've done it with small positions, you know. TLIH trying. watched him for. Yeah, no, I'd shake the dude's hand if I met him. I don't think he's a bad guy. I mean, he did get sued for what, 2.9 million for
Approaching a key resistance level.
whatever that was, but we live in a very sue-friendly world, so I'm not surprised people blamed him, even if it was his fault or not. You know what I mean? We had like a little class action or something, whatever it was. I haven't really looked at it, so that's why I have all my disclaimers and crap too. But I'm glad he's here in pre-market. He brings traders in, so we need longs to be able to do what we do.
FA. New high of day.
So TLI, what is this? TLIH. If it gets to 50 cents, I might be interested. Let me do some due diligence. Looks like earnings. Net revenue increase from 28 to 29% increase year over year. Net income up 165 to 192% increase. I don't know why there's a range. Oh, because this is their guidance. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be a play personally.
CDIO up 10%.
CDIO's pumping. And these are such weak moves, though. We are getting close to the 200.
TLIH up
1.5 million float.
TLIH. Approaching a key resistance level.
350 is probably not a bad entry for me. Not financial advice. I'm talking about for me. It's TLIH still pushing. It is. Keep an eye on both these. I didn't get into CDIO.
TJGC.
TJ. Was that GC? Ah, that's nothing. Yeah, if CDIO gets back in like the 350, 360 range, I'll take a stab at it, but it was too slow. No, that's a good point, Burrito. I think there's something to that. $100 for 300 shares on CDIO. Well, that'll be a trade the pool one then. Cause you don't have locates there or whatever. You ain't missing anything, brother. I think you're right. LRMR is looking weak. Bro, this already burnt me. Not bad though, compared to some of the losses I took yesterday. Yeah, it is looking a little weak. I don't know what this one would have to do though to get me interested in it. Because the more I've just sat and analyzed it, there's just a lot of things I don't like about it. But yeah, good call. It's looking like it's about to break below VWAP. And if it breaks under this little level right here, what is this? About 3, and here it goes. Yeah, it could drop. Oh, I know what you meant, Todd. Yeah, those locates are pricey. And again, high locates are usually in hot markets, in this market, very few things are really pumping, but high locates are usually a warning sign. Oh my gosh, did we get to 50 cents? Did you see that move? What's the float on this thing? TLIH. 5 million float, that was a strong move.
DZRA, showing breakout pressure near high of day. TLIH.
TLIH.
TLIH hit 50%.
People like, oh, this is just Ross comments from earlier. Yeah, if it gets to 50 cents, I'll probably play it on my TradeZero account though, because you need 10 cents for trade the pool.
GFAI up 10%.
GFAI is pumping back up. Is Moon on it again, or is it? What is this? Or is this a different play? I'm kind of confused. I'm getting my tickers confused. If we get to the 200s, I'll play it, but I'm probably not gonna mess with it until then.
TJGC.
I would love, like, right now to just see a strong couple candles get up to this area, 95 cents to a dollar. I would go heavy on that, especially since we're not going to get very many plays today. But again, that's a big if. It needs to make a strong move to do that.
LIH up 50%.
Oh, let me get a, I'm going to get a stab here at TL. Dang, I should have already gotten it. Where's the daily look like? Yeah, I mean, it's got some previous pops to this level, so I'm gonna get a quick little entry on it above 50 cents. And it has popped recently to 67 cents. This is a Singapore company, I believe. They increased their guidance. So I'm in this one on TradeZero. And since there's not like a super strong level on this one that I'm playing, I'll average up probably all the way to 67 cents. Honestly, I know that's a big spread. I mean, a big range, but I'll do it. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that though, but And the reason why I kind of enter over 50 cents like I did, a lot of times they'll fail 50 cents. It's kind of like a dollar. It's just one of those psychological levels. But I'm not too heavy. Like I said, I'm planning on averaging into it if I need to.
TLIH, nearing support with increasing activity.
CDIO still kind of hanging around this level. I might get I don't know if I should or not on trade pool or not. Yeah, I'm gonna quit taking these C and B setups. Honestly, I'm just gonna sit on my hands with CDIO. If it pushes a little more, maybe that was the entry 355, but I'm not in a rush to get in it.
TLIH, showing breakout pressure near high of day. Strong trades coming in.
Man, what I would do for just a solid pop today. Just one quick, intense pop that flushes, but I'll hang out. I'll wait till at least 8:30 plays, see if there's anything. But yeah, not holding my breath. There's our flush. want a little more, but probably not a bad spot to trim. Out on AMDL. Nice, good job. See if TLIH makes this next leg down here. CDIO ended up flushing a little bit, see if it falls back down. The only ticker I'm currently in right now is TLIH, and of course the, what was it, LALUR. But that's a swing hold overnight. Any trades today? Just the one I'm in right now, and so I got stopped out at LRMR and I'm in TLIH. I really haven't traded much though. Brutal market today, or it's been this way. But yeah, I haven't, and yesterday I had a pretty rough day trading, honestly. Didn't do very well. Market conditions haven't been that good for me. I mean, outside of yesterday, I've been doing okay, but yesterday, man, the two main plays I traded didn't work out, so. TLIH broke a new high there. My next ad isn't until 59 cents. Not too concerned with that. It looks like it can't hold. But again, this C-liquid market, I hate the way these stocks move like this. Just not clean flushes, kind of just trading sideways. Little weak push here. So what's the 1 minute look like? Yeah. So I'm just going to keep riding it out for now. $8:30, 1 minute away.
HTCR up 20%.
Man. Another one under 50 cents. This might steal attention away from TLIH since they're both in the similar price range, but I wanted a new play.
HTCR breaking news.
I want to see HTCR break a new high, maybe steal some attention away from TLIH. Would love to see it just bounce off VWAP here. But it looks like it's about to fade. Yeah, this PR is coming through. There's just no response to it.
HTCR, nearing support with increasing activity.
Need an opinion on LRMR. We double top now, holding just under VWAP, thinking about holding for lower. Maybe that was before it broke over VWAP when you said that, but I don't know, bro. I honestly should have never traded this one. So with nothing else moving, this is one of the only things that's holding gains. It's in that market cap range where they typically grind. Again, not saying it's not going to fade, but low confidence is what I would say. And high institutional ownership. Yeah, I mean, the more we talk about it, the more I was wondering why I ever got in it. So yes, it could. And feel free, somebody else in the comment, to give y'all's opinion, but I just don't know. I won't be in it, but don't let me persuade you. That's not my goal here, just to show you how I trade.
HTCR, approaching a key support level.
I've kind of been off anyways today. But look, now it's starting to fall back. So again, that's, you know, who knows? Who knows? CDIO looks like it might reject off the 200, but again, I just don't even like the way this is looking. I don't really like anything right now. Emo. Don't like anything right now. Same. Certain markets is good to hit home runs. I haven't figured out that balance either, bro. So, what is the pre-market scanner that you use that makes the announcement? Trade Ideas. Link in the description. And if you need my settings,
GO up 10%.
shoot me a message on Instagram if you're not in the Discord, and I'll shoot it over to you. Or if you're talking about the one now, the obnoxious one that's making noises, that's a YouTube scanner. It's helpful though. It's free. If you don't want to spend money, this Momentum Market Scanner Arcane, ARCANE.
HTCR showing breakout pressure near high of day.
I just use it to supplement my trade idea ones. So would like to see HTCR push here because, again, not completely confident, but my confidence in TLIH flushing will increase if we can get a little push from HTCR. Show you how money rotation works for the newbies. There's not a lot of examples these days, but my prediction is if this was to break a new high, you would see simultaneously this one often. You'll get like a red candle, especially if they're in the same price range. And that's what I kind of talk about when things heat up. You'll see a lot of that action. Yeah, base hits add up for sure, but I do the same thing. I like to hold, try to catch big moves. I mean, honestly, that's what got me in trouble yesterday. I scalped, which one was it? GMPX a few times, made money, then held, and then it started turning into a grinder. Like 2 million floats usually do not turn into grinders. It's usually dramatic moves up or down, and it was like just, where's it at? I forget, I can just pull it up. GMPX. Like, so this one yesterday. So this is not a typical 2 million float price action. So it kind of just grinded up all day. So I just averaged up and wanted to stop out at the top, so I did. I need to watch some videos of when it used to be hot back in the day. I already forgot what it feels like. I think I'm ready for it, but adrenaline is going to be rushing when those days come back. But guys, I would love to stay longer, but there's nothing happening. Like I said, when things heat up, I told the Discord this morning or last night, not that I'm gonna be distant, I'm still gonna be around, but I'm probably gonna trade more in like time blocks. I've been trading just like all day trying to find good plays, and it's just not been super productive. But same thing with when things heat up. I'll probably live stream a little bit longer, maybe into market open and stuff whenever things are booming. But as of right now, there's no point in staying around. I'm in TLIH. I'm just going to see if I can let it drop. Breaks my next entry. Honestly, if this proves it can break a new high after this type of price action, I might just stop out. But I think there's a chance it could keep fading, so I'm gonna hold on to it, see what happens. But yeah, brutal pre-market again. So and those that are in the Discord, we'll see y'all there. Ever feel they might never come back? No, it'll come back. It'll come back. Especially with the PDT rule, we might get more than we want, honestly. But anyways, all right, see y'all next time.